friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video that I don't have a name for yet. I don't know what to call this video if I'm gonna be 1000% with you because it's such a hodgepodge of so many things. I have been getting some things in the mail, I have been ordering things, I have been trying things, but also it's the holiday season. So part of me wants to call this a little bit of a gift guide. Part of this wants me to say, hey, this is just for you if you want to treat yourself, if you want to look amazing for the holidays or into the new year. What are you wanting? So just consider this a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything. I don't know what it's called yet. I'll know by the time this uploads, and even then it may not fit totally into that category, but you know how we do here. We just like to have fun, and I love telling you guys about amazing products that are high quality and worth your dollars. I also am gonna start this video saying it is so dark outside. It is about to thunderstorm, so if you hear rain coming, maybe you love the ambiance. If it's a little bit off with coloration, it's because I am still figuring out, one, this new paint color in my beauty space is gonna be great when the sun is out, but I've been sick all week long, honestly, and this is the only time and day I have to film, and of course it's gonna thunderstorm. That's how it rolls. So we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna just lean into those cozy end of year vibes while we talk about some amazing products. So grab your tea, grab your snack, grab your water, get comfy. Let's talk about some lifestyle, beauty products, probably some makeup, all of the things. Cheers! Today is my limoncello LaCroix, if you are curious. I'm about to go into a serious cold spell because we are about to be hit with some cold weather. So I'm actually pretty excited for some like cozy teas and stuff like that in some upcoming videos for these year-end videos with you guys. But let's start with something I've been really wanting to try for a super long time, and the wind is picking up. Sorry if you can hear that on my microphone, but today's nails. Guys, we got to talk about this really quickly because this is such an inexpensive way to zhuzh up your nails that I have been wanting to try for a while, but for some reason I was kind of scared to, which is silly, super silly. But I let you guys know my nails keep falling apart, and I go to a salon to do like the gels and things. It just wasn't staying for me. These are actually some sticker nails that I had gotten from Target. Like, these are super inexpensive. Like, I don't know, $9.99 at the most. I think they're even cheaper. I think they're like $7.99. And I think I've seen Tati and a few of you guys recommend these. These are the Dashing Diva Gloss Ultra Shine. They actually come with a lot of different options you can do with some designs. I chose to kind of do just the sparkly dark silver ones, and I'm obsessed. I was like, stickers are not going to stay for me. There's no way. I wash my hands too often. I love a girl hot shower, not like a hot shower, but you know what I mean when I say a girl hot shower, where it's like scald our skin off hot. That's what I love. I've had 2 showers so far, and these are still on. I have done cooking. I've washed my hands. So far, these are lasting pretty well, and they're supposed to last for like 14 days, 2 weeks. So we're gonna see. I'm trying to not use my fingernails as tools just to see how well they really last. And then I'm probably going to see like how they last while I'm just being me, because you know, you gotta open boxes, you gotta do things. But I'm loving this. I'm shocked how much I love this so far. I think I've had them on for Thursday. I think I've had them on for almost 5 days now, and I'm loving them. Loving them. I even got another pack that they have out for the holidays right now that have some different designs on them. So stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. But if you are looking for something that maybe is a little bit more like pizzazzy for the holidays, but you really don't want to spend maybe the extra money to go to the salon to get your nails done, or you don't have a steady hand like myself to do it yourself, this could be something fun to do. Also, I recently got in some glue-on nails. I have not done glue-on nails since I was a child, and you could buy those press-on nails with hearts and stuff on them, and I remember loving those as a kid. But I got some from a brand called Static Nails, and these look really cute. Like, these are like a reverse French tip, where it's like it's a French tip, but at the tip it is red for the holidays. I thought these were so cute. And then there's this stunning ombre almond, like coffin style French that I thought these were really cute. Now, I did try to like place these on my fingers to see if I could put them on there just to get an idea of which ones they would be. And I feel like the shape of the almond coffin style ones may not be the best for my fingernail beds. I'm still trying to figure that out. But the square ones here that have the red tips at the end would probably fit really well if I cut my nails pretty short. So these are gonna be something I'm probably gonna be trying in an upcoming video for you guys. But I was really excited to see some of these options because y'all know I've been struggling in the nail department, Guys, I've been shopping again too, and I rebought something from, was this Ulta or Sephora? I think this was from Ulta because I fell in love, you guys may remember, like a year ago with the Stila glitter shadows, the ones that you just apply, and they are amazing. They stay on so well and they don't really have a ton of fallout or anything. Well, I ran out of my favorite one, and I think it was my birthday that I was shopping, probably. And I saw this sitting there and it was the last one, and I was like, I loved like the smoldering satin. So I went and I purchased it again. I almost wore it for this video, but I was like, no, I'm not feeling the glitter today, but I almost did. I love this. I feel like you can layer this up. I feel like this gives you a pow to an eye look so smoothly, so easily, and it doesn't require a lot of muss and fuss like some other glitters do, because as much as I had a glitter moment, I feel like now I get it everywhere. I'm not a delicate tulip where I can't make a mess. I always make a mess, I feel like. So something like this is totally in my wheelhouse when I want some zhuzh. And I used this to the point it all dried up. It wasn't something that went bad as in dried up and went away. I used it, I scraped the sides until I couldn't get anything out of it because I used it up, and it was, you know, probably a solid year of me using it. And it is a liquid. So this is something that I have repurchased for this time of year, but also going into spring of next year, honestly. I feel like this is a beautiful tone. It is a cooler tone, but I think it works with a lot of different skin types and makeup looks. That same day, you guys, I made another eyeshadow purchase. And I'm gonna start this from the beginning. I love ColourPop. Ooh, thunder is a-coming, oh boy. I love ColourPop. I do. But I have to say, I bought this palette. I'm wearing some of it today, and I thought it was so stunning. But I don't know if it lasts that well on me. Maybe it was just the day I was having, but it wore down, and it did not look great. This is the ColourPop Off Melrose Pressed Powder palette, and as you can see, this is a beautiful neutral palette. It is on the cooler side. It's got a couple of pops of some warmth to it, but I really thought this was going to be something really nice to play with. I haven't bought a ColourPop palette in a while, so I thought, why not treat yourself? I literally love how inexpensive ColourPop is, and I have sworn by their palettes for years, to the point I have so many in my collection. Older ones that I've still not decluttered because they're still quality and work beautifully and last. This one I still need to play with some more, but I'm finding that I didn't see my eye look at the end of the day. It was very worn down by the end of the day, and maybe it's the color choices. Maybe it's because I used to use such vibrant reds and those last, whereas something more neutral doesn't. But I was shocked at the end of the day when I was like, what palette was I wearing that there's like almost nothing left? And I was like, holy crap, it was this. A go-to for me is to jump into these two neutral shades right up here, and I could not believe that they were just gone by the end of the day. But looking at them on my fingers right now, I'm like, well, why can't you? Because they are fairer tones. My skin tends to eat makeup. I do use concealer on my lids as a primer every day, but as we know, things can fade. Things can, not last all day. But this, I was surprised how much it had faded. I do have on this shade again, this shade Trading Posts on my lid today, and I did kind of layer it up. I have a bunch of other things on my eyes today too, to be honest. But this is kind of where I wanted to kind of like cool down the lid, just have a little bit of frosting right there. You know what I mean? So this is not a bad palette. This has been around for just I think a little bit. I'm not that great at keeping up with what's the latest ColourPop trend. Let me do the new release videos. That's not really my jam a lot because I feel like that's an always moving target, and I'm not a big still consumerism person, even though I don't live tiny anymore. I still want what I want, and I want it when it's in the right season for me. So I do like this. I'm just gonna use what I have here on my finger because, you know, waste not, want not. But I was a little shocked at how much this wore down. And I feel like somebody else recently came to my comments, and maybe it was my Instagram even. And if you don't follow me there, you can follow me right here. I chat back and forth with you guys about makeup, about, you know, whatever, lifestyle stuff. But somebody said that they went and got a new release from ColourPop and it disappeared on them. And maybe that's why this was in my head so much. But are you finding that with the newer release makeup from ColourPop, is it not lasting? Is it just me? Is it because when I was obsessed with older palettes, like, who remembers the old school, like, You Had Me at Hello palette? This is a lot of vibrant purples, red tones, mauves. The Yes Please palette, hello, we're looking at some vibrant tones here. Element of surprise, we're talking the same stuff here, bold, bold, bold. Of course those are gonna last longer because they're deeper, richer tones that have a different pigment, a different like formulation. Of course those are gonna last longer. Am I just being picky right now, or am I just noticing something accurate? I can't tell. You tell me. Also, I feel like I should say I'm going to talk about some hair products today, and today's hair was brought to you by Thunderstorm. When you have wavy curly hair and the weather comes in like crazy, there is no controlling this mop on my head. So today's hair is not necessarily indicative of some of these products because it's a little wild today and unruly and maybe unkept looking. So sorry about that. I have tested these products for a long time to tell you if they are worth your dollars. Speaking of, maybe I should just give you guys some hair things that I have purchased on my own and I have loved. So let's talk about them. Okay, so we got some things to talk about. Busy week, I have not gotten to clean all of these out, so please forgive me. I mentioned this Beautimeter before that I got off of Amazon. It comes with two heads to it. They have different types of bristles and they're just a little bit different sizes. This one's a little bit smaller, this one's a bit of a barrel. This is something that I have tried now for weeks and weeks, and I love this as a blow dryer to blow out my hair to give me some volume on top, but also give me some body, some volume, some like style to it without having to do a second step. If there's anything that I have learned about my hair, it is that I have a lot of it. It's pretty thick. Even professionals are like, your hair takes forever to dry. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, I'm a lot. This product I have shown you guys before makes it so much faster for me to blow dry my hair, style it, give it some volume, and just be done with it because hair is not really the thing I want to spend a lot of time on, as you can see today. Sorry. I have tried some other things that are somewhat comparable. I bought this off of the BoxyCharm add-ons a while back. This is the Adagio Blowout Blow Dryer. This has one of those wider bases. It's like narrow here, because it's a little bit more of an oval shape to it and wider. This on the BoxyCharm website was pretty pricey. I want to say it was at least like, it was over $50. I don't know if it's actually worth that, to be honest with you. And I will say this one that comes with two heads kind of gives you more options. It does rotate as you're blow drying to give you more of that volume, more of that body. This does not do that. This over here was from Amazon and it's normally $42.99, but it's been on sale through the whole holiday season. Right now it's like $39.98, so $40. You get two heads, it rotates, it blow dries. I like this a lot more and have found I use this far more often than I do this. Like, I haven't touched this in a long time. So, at least since I got this piece. So just kind of keep that in mind too if you're looking for quality things that don't break the bank. Again, these are all my own personal purchases, not sponsored, nothing like that. This is just me kind of telling you what has worked for me. So in case you're looking for some beauty items for maybe the holidays for yourself or something you want to get for yourself to feel fabulous in the new year, I thought this might help you. It has multiple settings of high, low. It also has a cool setting. It rotates. I personally prefer something like this, but again, I have a lot of hair. But I have found something like this. I feel like you almost need a certain length of hair at least to be able to get some volume from it because it is so much wider and bigger. You kind of can't floof it out. And I think Revlon was like the originator of something that looked just like this, and then everybody made their spin-off versions, and that might be where Adagio got the idea. I don't know, speculation only. I will link these for you down below. I don't know if I'll be able to find the Adagio, but if I can, I will. Okay, y'all, BoxyCharm, as you know, has rediscovered me. I've rediscovered them. We kind of fell off for a little bit. I got kicked off the PR list a touch, and now we're back. We're back, and I've been getting some products from them. I just uploaded my BoxyCharm December Luxe and Base review with a full try on, so be sure to check that out if you have missed it. I know the holidays are a crazy season, but they have had me rediscover a piece of makeup that I'm like, oh yes, this is what my skin needs in this time of year. Even though most of the time of the year I'm oily, I get a little bit more combo this time of year. So they sent me this Real Her Set Your Goal powder. It's a loose powder. This one is called the Blurring Veil. And this is a type of powder I have loved in the past because she has some illuminating properties to her. Now, I'm not saying this is a shimmer powder, which I know can scare some people because you're worried. Is it gonna get in your crow's feet? Is it going to make laugh lines where you don't have them? Is it gonna go to the under eyes and live there and make us look like hags for Christmas? No, no. I learned the hard way when I tried to open this that this is an illuminating powder because my hand that got all over it when I tried to open this was covered in the product. And then I smoothed it around and I was like, oh, we've got some glowiness, we've got some dewiness. You don't see like the lines on my hands, you don't see pores or anything. So I have been using this now, I would say regularly to really kind of smooth out the makeup for kind of that final step for some blur, and it has worked really great. And I've loved powders like this for years. I feel like I've kind of gotten away from anything with a little bit of illumination in it over the past year or so. So I'm actually really loving rediscovering powders like this. Now the high-end bougie version that some of you may have in your collection from when it was going wild on YouTube a couple years ago was Laura Mercier translucent powder. So there was a matte one that I got in a small little version. Then there was the big one that I purchased a while back that was the glow version. This is the one that was going viral on YouTube for a long time. And it was really, really pricey. I think I bought it for my birthday for myself a couple years ago. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about how pretty this looks. We're kind of out of that major highlighter phase, but highlighter's still kind of like coming back just a touch for those, natural glow moments. This can absolutely aid that without being too much, or you could just do this and kind of skip the highlighter altogether. Also, babes on a budget, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. Have one of these too. I'm a powder lover. Are we shocked? No. This is essentially the same thing as the Laura Mercier. This is known as the great dupe for the Laura Mercier one. So if you don't have the real her, e.l.f. can get you covered for a couple of bucks. She's so good. That's really kind of livening up my makeup this holiday season and smoothing everything back out. I forgot how forgiving those powders are because they're finely milled and they have a little bit of like glimmer to them. So it just makes your skin look glowy and healthy and even blurred just a touch. I love it. Also, I suggest a spray down afterwards so you don't have too much of like that powder face that you can get in the holidays and the cooler temperatures because, we dry out a bit now. Can I tell you about some underoos? Okay, it's not going to be actually underoos for me specifically, but this brand is called Me Undies, and I have never worked with them. This is not even a sponsorship. This is not PR. I was influenced. I was influenced by Adam, my husband. No one is shocked because I influence him a lot with the skincare and the things, and you hear me say all the time, this is Adam approved. Okay, well, this was so Adam approved that every time he wore these like lounge pants, I was beyond jealous because I feel like women's lounge pants are so much harder to find. And no, I am not going to give Kim Kardashian or Skims my money for her very expensive products. I also just don't like them. I'm sorry, I don't like them. But as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, these aren't exactly inexpensive, but I did get them on sale. So I did reach out to this brand. This is how much I've liked them. I reached out to this brand to say, I now have your lounge pants. I am a woman. I am obsessed with them. I want to work with you. Please work with me. And you may have seen this all unfold on Instagram because I got these for was it not really a birthday present to myself, but just kind of like a winter present to myself because I don't know, I'm a grown up. I can do what I want with my money. And I was like, I really want comfy lounge pants for Christmas, but I want them before Christmas. I want to be comfy around the Christmas tree with some cocoa and my comfy pants. And I tend to use them in that word, comfy pants, because that's how I feel about them. You should be able to have some emphasis behind how comfy they should be. I got 2 pair. I also love that they're fun prints. You can get like solid prints, if you're not wanting anything pizzazzy or extra, if you just want them to be like one solid color of lounge pants. But I became obsessed because not only do they have like the standard sizes, they also have them for all body types. I really appreciate when a brand isn't just exclusive to extra small to extra large, and they also give men and women both venues to be able to have something of quality that you don't have to, you know, oh, if I lose this much weight, I could wear these comfy pants. That's stupid. So their lounge pants, if you are a member of MeUndies, because they are also a subscription, are like $50, and if they're not, they're $68. I got them on a sale because I think it was like Black Friday or something, and I got 2 pair, I think for the same price that normally 1 pair was, so probably $68. And I was like, well, this will be like a treat to myself because I never buy, these are my watermelon and teal comfy pants. These are my Christmassy looking plaid ones. They all have pockets in the front, the side, in the sides, and in the butt. There are pockets back there, and they're like complimentary pockets. They're not like stick out, don't look great pockets. These are so comfortable. I have been sick, I have been bloated, and I don't spend this kind of money on myself for loungewear. I'll be honest, this is not something like I will re-wear my same old ratty college shirt until it falls apart on me and gives up on me. I don't give up on it. Like, I don't spend monies on lounge clothes. I don't even like spending money on real clothes. I like Gizio. Maybe I'm thrifty. But honestly, when Adam has had his pair, because he was with a subscription, so I think he got them on a really great deal, like while we were living in the tiny house, probably like a year and a half ago. And he was wearing them all the time on chilly days. And I was just so jealous of how they felt and how comfortable they were that I envied them for a solid year and a half before I was like, dang it, I deserve comfy pants. This is ridiculous. I understand how this sounds, but it's how my brain works. So I finally got myself a pair, and then I realized they were on sale. So I got myself 2 pair, one for like, oh, when it's, you know, not Christmassy, and one for when it's like summery. I have loved these. I've worn these when I was sick and feeling bloated and gross. I have worn these, they're comfy pants. Like, legitimately, they stretch, they feel great. I can sit in them comfortably. They're not just for like, I'm looking really cute in my loungewear that's really aimed to be sexy or really aimed to be like, I have to not be bloated to wear them. No, I can wear them and eat my fat cookies for Christmas and not feel bad. I literally reached out to MeUndies after I tried these on and told you guys about them in my Instagram stories, and they were like, oh, sweet, yeah, we should, you know, here's our affiliation thing, go check it out. I still haven't checked it out yet because I've been too busy, but I need to because I love these comfy pants. They have men's and women's. You could order men's if you want men's. You can order women's if you want women's. I did try my husband's pair on just to be like, because sometimes men's clothes is just more forgiving, and it's not fair. It's not fair, but we'll talk about that in a more, you know, different video. Men's clothing has more pockets, all the things. It's just not fair. These, I went out on a limb to get the women's version because I was like, what if the women's version is just like the sexy version? It is not. It is for your comfort. It has pockets. It is for lounging. And again, solid colors, all the things. I'm going on way too much, I understand, about comfy pants. But I think it's also because I don't spend money on these types of things for myself. Like, if Adam wants something and he tells me specifically, I want this for Christmas, I'll get it for him and I won't even think for myself. So, comfy pants. I'm obsessed with these really, really comfy pants. And I'm not sorry that they did cost a little bit because I've seen how well they last for Adam and he's worn them a ton. So I'm really glad to have 2 pair for myself. I was really long-winded about 2 pair of comfy pants. Comfy pants! I'm not sorry. All right, transitioning now from a little comfy pants to some comfy skin. I have been feeling like I'm seeing some, like, I don't know, a little bit of neck rippling the older I get, and maybe the more expressive I am. But a lot of you guys also know I lost about 40 pounds about 3 years ago now. I lost it after kind of going through my hysterectomy journey, and a lot of you have followed me through that. You were messaging me through the whole situation, and I will always be grateful to my friends that have kind of got me through that time in my life. So I feel like also with weight loss or just aging in general, sometimes things start to shift and move, and I have always noticed in my family too, I just kind of think sometimes necks start to show a little bit of lines, some sagging and things like that, and everyone has their own thing. Some people may be like, I don't know what you mean by having a saggy neck, but my family has, hands or arms that kind of start to get the little floppiness here. This brand is not sponsoring me. They sent me this stuff over the summer, and I'm almost to the bottom of one of these jars, and I actually said, hey, can you send me some more? Because I gotta talk to my friends about this, because now that I know more about this product, I feel like they're worth your at least thought of investment if you are looking for some skincare for more of like, I don't want to say sagging skin because that just sounds like another level. This is just more like, just kind of like tightening up your skin, maybe being preventative with some like, you've heard me talk about this a lot. If you have a bigger chest, you can get lines easily on your chest over time of like wrinkles on your chest. So I'm always like, moisturize, moisturize. This product is specifically for those things. This is from Mally's and this is called the Be Poised. This is for cleavage and neck. It's a neck and décolleté firming cream. And as you can see, I'm darn near the bottom. And I don't even use this as it's recommended because they tell you to put it on pretty generously twice a day. I mostly do this like once a day. And I can't even say I've committed to every single day because there's plenty of times where I would only do this like maybe 3 or 4 times a week. But when I do use this and I'm consistent with it, I do notice a difference in my skin here. I notice that it's more taut. It's there, you don't see as many lines, especially on my chest as well, where again, I have a larger bust. So I'm always like, oh, I don't want those line boobies on my chest up here where you would be able to see it all the time. They have a whole line of products for, it says it's firming, but I feel like that can feel a little more like late night TV, a little like, does this really work? Is this like as seen on TV kind of thing? Which doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't work, but it kind of has that bad rap. This line has really shown me how other women have used it and it's helped their body types because sometimes certain things aren't really an issue for me. I have a few other things from them like the inner thigh cream and their firm arm cream where you put it on and it heats up. What it does is it kind of stimulates and then it kind of makes your skin have a little bit more tightness to it, elasticity where it kind of tightens those areas up. And I do notice this stuff works. I was really, really skeptical when I originally, I think, told you guys about this over the summer. So when I found this to be legit, after really kind of using it, not using it, comparing my skin, taking photos and stuff, I'm really impressed with how specifically the one that I used a lot because you could see it the most on Zoom meetings, on camera, is this Be Poised. I did reach out to them and was like, hey, I'd love to get some more to be able to see how does this work long term. I want to show it to my friends. And so if I can get you guys a discount in the upcoming like season of 2023, I will let you know because this is not inexpensive, but it is working. So I wanted to put this on your radar if you're looking for some self-care or some self-love in 2023, something you want to do to take care of you, whether that be your, like I said, maybe your hands, maybe I have a booty one too. There's a booty one. This is the Be Tight Lift and Firm Buttocks Mask. Now, I'll be honest, I have used some of these in other areas just to see if they would work like interchangeably. If you're like, I want the big tub of the booty one, but can this work for the neck and the décolletage too? I feel more of a tingle when I think it's supposed to be more for a targeted area versus more of a delicate area because it will heat up for a little bit longer. For instance, if I use the thigh one and the booty one, I feel that heat up a little bit longer and tingle longer than I do anything on the neck or something like that. So just keep that in mind. But I'm actually really liking these products. I'm going to leave everything I can for you linked below, give you some prices and things like that. Right now I'm having to use my laptop as an extra light since it's so gray outside at the moment. You can also get these in kind of like how Tati does with her Halo Beauty, how you can get it in like bundles. So that way, because it's kind of an ongoing thing, you can do it for cheaper. One jar of this is $49 for the neck and décolleté, but if you get 2, it's $40 each. If you get 3, it's $35 each for a total of $105. You know, they have their own kind of system to try to make it a little bit more cost effective for you if you find one or multiple that you like. I will say I was kind of skeptical about something like this because I was like, is this really going to do what the pictures in their website shows me? And I'm really impressed with my main target area that I've been focused on. So just putting this out there for you. All right, and for those of you guys that know I love a good hair extension from time to time, you may have seen on my Halloween special, I was wearing some long extensions, and Irresistible Me is where I got those extensions like a year ago, and then they reached back out to me and were like, hey, do you want to try some new ones? So I got some new, even longer extensions because my hair has grown since I originally worked with them. And I was gonna put these in today for this video, but once the weather got crazy and my hair started getting kinky, I was like, oh, I don't think I can do that today, but I will definitely be inserting some pictures here for you and be putting these on in a future video. These are stunning. This time I got like, is this the 24 inches? These are really, really long. I love how they give some volume. I love how they go really well with my hair. I had them in the other day and I was like, this blends so well. I get the dark chocolate and it's 100% human hair. I get the very thin clasps that have the no-show tracks to them, so they blend really easily into my hair. I also like that they switched to this recycled packaging. They did not have this before, at least not this tube. I really like it. But I've liked their hair extensions for over a year now, so I wanted to kind of mix it up, get a little bit of a different type of waif style, so I can kind of be a little bit more variety in what I have in my collection. But this was so much fun, and I think it's a really beautiful way just to kind of dress up for yourself a little bit. I do have an affiliation link with them now, so I'll go ahead and leave everything in my description box below. Oh, it is getting so dark outside, guys. But I wanted to let you guys know that this is something that I've tried for a long time, had a different set, and now I just got a longer whole set of these, and I just think they're really, really nice. They're great quality, and they're a lot of fun. Okay, you guys, it is about to thunderstorm, so I better pop off of here. I have loved, I probably even have still more things that I would love to go through with you, because like I am trying a new hair removal device. You guys know over the summer I tried one device for like over 5 months and wasn't noticing much of a difference. I'm trying another one that's a little bit more bougie behind the scenes, and I'm gonna let you know after some use, is this something that's going to work? Is this something that's gonna be worth your dollars? Because we know good hair removal devices are not cheap. So I wanna do the deep dive investigating for you to help you decide, is it worth your money? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a beautiful holiday season, and if this is not your favorite season, I totally get it. Just hang out with me, let's look through some old videos and just kind of hang out for a while, because sometimes that's just what you need, a little bit of self-care. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, and there's going to be a lot of year-end fun videos coming. Bye, friends.